everybody, it's Brook Waldorf. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Your girl was burnt out, so if you were curious as to why I haven't posted in a while, I've just been taking a little bit of a break from YouTube. Just a little bit burnt out. I think honestly, as much as I freaking love doing the BTS videos with the edits and everything, and I just did so many back-to-back, kind of killed my energy. But I love those videos more than anything, but they definitely zapped my energy, so I took a much needed break, and now here we are back at it again, and we're doing a My Hero Academia themed reading. You guys have been clamoring for it, so that's what I decided to do. Someone in one of my live streams told me about the tarot deck that was on Etsy, and I was like, okay, cool, fine. I'm gonna totally buy this and do My Hero themed reading. So if you are interested in the My Hero Academia tarot deck that I use in this reading, I will link it in the description if you're interested in purchasing that for yourself. But anyways, why don't we just go ahead and get into this reading, which is all about your hero's journey to making your dreams a reality. So we're gonna find out about that journey, get pieces of advice, of course, find out what your quirk is. So we've got a Sailor Moon card for everybody, we've got handwritten messages for everybody, so make sure to stick around to the end for all of those goodies. But let's just go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the groups up on the screen. Take a second, use your intuition to choose whichever group or groups you're feeling particularly drawn to. As always, those timestamps will be pinned in the comments below, so you can fast forward whenever you are ready. And just remember, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Have fun with it, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you are interested in getting a private reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop, which will also be linked in the description below. I renew all of my listings Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But with all that done and out of the way, let's just go ahead and dive right in with Group 1, Deku. All right, Group 1, let's go ahead and get into it. So we are talking about your hero's journey, how to make your dreams a reality, how that's going to happen. Let's get into it. Okay. Well, I definitely think it's going to require a lot of faith. If you hear that freaking dog, I'm so sorry. My dog is looking at me like, what the hell is that? Anyway, sorry about that. Moving on. Let's actually get into the reading now. So I definitely feel like for you guys, the feeling is I think you have a longer journey. I think most of you have probably been on your journey already for a while. And the judgment energy is what's kind of calling me in more than anything. So judgment is Scorpio energy. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This energy here, this is a new beginning. This is a rebirth, a renewal. So with that judgment energy, a lot of times what happens is there's certain things that we need to let go of. So we've got the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is talking about kind of like keeping your options open, exploring different avenues. Now, I'm not saying that your dream isn't going to come true. It's just I think you're going to go down some different paths to get there. You may have this idea of like, oh, point A to point B, like boom, that's how it's going to happen. But I think there's something else to it. I just don't feel like it's going to be a simple journey, if that makes any sense. The Seven of Cups is about going down different avenues, going down different paths to get where we want. You know, in most tarot, like typical tarot, the Seven of Cups is up like in the clouds, and it's hazy, it's illusionary, it's confusing, and that's what the Seven of Cups is all about. It's all about being open to, I'm going to try this cup, you know, this path. Okay, that didn't work out. Cool. That's going to lead me to this one, which is then going to lead me to this one. So again, I feel like you guys have a long journey ahead of you. Like you truly have a hero's journey ahead of you, but it will be so worth it when you get to the end with that Justice and Hierophant energy, which I'll get to in a second. But the Four of Swords. So I feel like the Four of Swords is really kind of going along with this message of Seven of Cups and Judgment. I think a lot of you guys have been in this energy like right now. I think the Four of Swords is, you know, hibernation, and it's a very healing energy. It's a necessary break. And if you're watching this as I'm like posting it, I took quite some time off from YouTube because I needed it. And I probably said that in my intro. I don't know, I haven't filmed my intro yet, but we all go through those periods, and especially just with everything we've been going through lately in the world, it's understandable that you could get a little burnt out, and you might be feeling a little discouraged. You might be feeling burnt out and discouraged and thinking it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It can and will happen. You just got to like take your breaks when you need to, and that's okay. Because I feel like most of you guys are kind of like workaholics and most of you guys I feel like are really, really driven, and that's awesome. But sometimes I feel like you can do that to your own detriment and kind of burn yourself out. So if you're feeling burnt out, take a break, because I kind of feel like that burnt out feeling is coming from like, oh my God, I've tried like XYZ, like none of this is working. And then you feel like you don't know what that next path is, and you're getting frustrated and you want to just like push ahead and figure it out. And it's like, no, like sometimes the best thing we can do is take a break, take a pause, heal, hibernate. Because the Hierophant is all about having faith. The Hierophant to me is a message of you're trying to accomplish and manifest something truly magical. What is this dog doing? What is this? Anyway, you're trying to manifest something truly magical and amazing, and it's going to take time, and even more importantly than time, faith. The Hierophant to me is a message of keep that faith going. It's like, hey, you're being tested. You've been tested. You might continue to be tested a little bit more. Try to have as much faith as you possibly can. Take breaks when needed. And be open to trying different avenues and different journeys, different paths to get to your dreams. Because then we've got Justice for your final tarot card, which is divine timing. Justice is based on our free will, based on our choices. So it's saying that that forward motion really is going to happen. I kind of think for you guys, the big feeling I'm getting is like surrender. I feel like that's the thing that you really need to work on, is surrendering a little bit more. Because again, I definitely get this feeling that you guys are hard workers, you're go-getters, you're getting frustrated, you're wanting to just push ahead, even though I feel like the universe is like, no, take a break, not right now. So again, I think the main advice for you to kind of get to this justice energy of things actually starting to move forward is take the break. Take a break. Take a couple weeks off. Don't put pressure on yourself. Those ideas, those new paths, they'll come to you when the time is right. So let's check out your oracle cards. Okay, we've got Metamorphosis, trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Well, this is very much Scorpio energy, just like the Judgment card. So yeah, this is all about change. This is all about you're growing. And when you're growing, sometimes you need to take that Four of Swords moment. You need to take the pause. You need to heal. You need to relax. Take a week off. Take a couple weeks off. So I definitely feel like for most of you guys, that's going to be what gets you to that Judgment energy. And remember, Judgment, that's the phoenix rising from the ashes. That's entering this next step, this next path, this next chapter towards your dreams, where you'll feel refreshed and you'll have all the new ideas and things will start moving forward again. So yeah, I feel like you guys need a pause, need a break, need a time out, and then things will start to move forward in really big ways. So, oh yeah, then you've got wait. Okay. Yeah. That I can't. Like that. I don't know why that card for some reason just really, that's like your biggest message. Surrender to the changes and wait. Right now is not a time for action for you guys, but that time for action will come again. And if you give yourself this break, you're going to be so refreshed, so ready, mentally, physically, everything, emotionally, like you're going to be good to go. Oh, are you kidding me? Because yeah, now we've got Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. And I'm going to go ahead and grab your last one too, because you've got Release. So, okay. See the big picture. You don't have to go all the time, I think some of you guys have that kind of mentality of like, if you're not go, then you're lazy and you're no good and nothing's ever going to happen. I'm telling you, sometimes you need that break. And for you, it's going to be for a release. So look at the bigger picture. This is part of your hero's journey, taking this little break. So right now is the time to chill. It's the time to take a break, to pause, to wait. This is all about, change, rebirth, release what's not working for you, which can include mindsets, which I think for you guys, again, is this, I have to constantly be moving, otherwise I'm pointless and I'm lazy and my life is nothing and I'm never going to amount to anything. We got to release those kind of limiting beliefs. So let's pull you guys a Sailor Moon card and then we'll do your handwritten messages. The Tower. Yeah, this is a shakeup. The Tower is major change, sudden change. It's also Scorpio energy. It's a major shakeup. Yeah, that's 100% what you guys are going through right now. And I think you're very uncomfortable. I mean, the Tower, we've got the Tower, the Judgment, and Metamorphosis. You can tell I've been on break for a while. Metamorphosis. So you've got a lot of energy of change, of Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. And that energy is uncomfortable because none of us like change. We don't. So it's very uncomfortable. So I think you guys are very uncomfortable right now. And I think that's part of why you're like, ooh, I just got to figure it out. I just got to go, go, go. Nope. This is a time for rest. This is a time for change, for healing. And the time to move forward will come again. But you need to release. You need to take a pause first. So let's go ahead, jeez, to your handwritten messages. So how will your dreams come true? Ooh. Oh, geez. Okay, well, it's that one. Okay, you guys. You've got... Interesting. Okay, we've got because of helpful people who come across your path as if by chance. Okay, so chance meetings. Basically, this is something that just happens. It's not something you can orchestrate. It's not like you're searching people out to help you. It's like you're in line at Starbucks, somebody accidentally bumps into you and you start talking and you realize they work in the field you want to work in and blah, 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 blah. One thing leads to another. They're helping you. It's something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but it's something like that. So a helpful person is going to come across your path in that right moment, in that right time, as if by chance. So that's going to be part of helping you probably figure out this next path, this next step with that Seven of Cups. Now we've got when will your dreams come true? These ones are like sticking together. I don't know why. All right. So when will your dreams come true? We've got when things get closer to being normal, your success may revolve around travel. Very interesting. Okay, so there you go. When things get closer to being normal. Now, this is a timeless reading. I don't know when you're watching it, but obviously at the time that I'm posting it, life is not very normal right now. So your success may revolve around travel. Very interesting. Now we've got a motivational quote for you from My Hero Academia. So let's see. It's this one. I don't know why, but gotta go with this one. All right, don't worry about what other people think. Hold your head up high and plunge forward. Well, I mean, we got a Deku quote for Deku group. You probably love Deku if you're watching this, or maybe you don't even know what this show is, but you're watching anyway. If that's the case, thank you. But yeah, don't worry about what other people think. Again, I get this feeling that you guys, maybe a lot of you think that you're a failure. Maybe your path has been longer than most of your peers. Maybe a lot of your friends or people like in your age group are much more successful than you are at this point in life, and you're feeling like you're getting left behind and people are judging you. And just remember, everybody's on their own journey. I know it's like totally cliche, but it's the truth. Everyone's on their own journey. Even people that seem like they have their stuff together don't have their stuff together. So try not to compare yourself to other people or to worry about what other people think. Just take your little pause, and then when that time comes to push forward again, you're going to be on the road. You're going to be in the right direction. So final one is, what's your quirk? So let's find out what your quirk is and what that means for you. I keep like almost taking it and I'm like, no, that's not it. What's your quirk? It's this one. Okay. All right, you guys. We've got dark shadow. Okay, so we've got ability to work with your shadow. Logical and intelligent, independent, intense, and misunderstood. Yeah. So I do feel like a lot of you guys feel like you're alone on this journey. Again, I get this feeling that a lot of you, your peers are ahead of you, you're feeling left behind, you're feeling maybe judged or misunderstood, but you know that this is your passion and that this is what you have to work towards and go towards, or else you're not going to be happy. So work with your shadow self, because I feel like that's flaring really bad for you guys right now. So I do have a shadow work video. If I remember, I'll link it below. It's my Yoongi BTS reading. So maybe that could be a little helpful potentially. But yeah, it's all about just taking the pause, healing, learning to work with your shadow, because just like Tokoyami, our shadow does not leave us. You know, we can't get rid of our shadow. We have to learn how to work with it. So for you guys, that could be perfectionism. It could be your need to always be busy, or your extreme drivenness, which again is a positive, but there's also, you know, negative attributes to it as well. So anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, time for group 2, Momo. All right, group 2, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're talking about your hero's journey, your path to making your dreams a reality. Let's get into it. Well, what do we have here? Well, you guys definitely have a journey, but it honestly seems fairly straightforward. I do think it will be a decently long, path, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of twists and turns. It doesn't seem to be too difficult. If you feel like your journey's been really difficult, maybe go watch group 1, because that was more that vibe. But this feels honestly pretty straightforward. The only maybe partially difficult thing about your journey is deciding to take it in the first place, because we have the Ace of Swords and the Fool. Now, the Fool is all about taking leaps of faith. This is following your intuition, being intuitively guided, taking a leap of faith. A lot of times with the Fool energy, it can very much be, you might have kind of 2 paths laid out in front of you, and one makes like total logical sense, like that's gotta be the one, but then the other one might make less logical sense, but intuitively you're like, oh, this is it. This is the thing I have to do. This is the path I need to take. So most people on the outside looking at you will think, what a moron. Like, why aren't they going down this path? This one's right there. But intuitively, you know that the other way is going to pay off for you. You know that that's really what you need to do. So it's really all about following your intuition and possibly being misunderstood by other people, but that won't last long, because you will be successful, and then people will be like, man, all right, I guess you were right. But that's nothing against them. It's just that, not everyone can understand our own, intuition. So anyways, for you guys, I think the really difficult part about your journey is really just deciding whether or not you want to take that leap of faith, whether or not you want to get out of your comfort zone. For some of you, for most of you, I think it's going to be a leap of faith. That usually signifies it being something big. So this could be, maybe you've gone down one career path and now you're in your 30s or your 40s and you're like, oh, I want to switch. And it's like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, do I do that? Or for some of you, it could also have to do with moving. Maybe it could be that you finished college and now you're in your 20s and now you want to do something that it has nothing to do with your major, like something along those types of lines. Like, you're going to have some sort of moment of clarity. That's that Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is, new beginnings. It can represent communication, but it's also clarity. So I think you're going to have an epiphany, a moment of clarity where you realize, oh man, like I'm at this kind of crossroads in my life where I think I want to go down a totally new path, and I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? So listen to your intuition, wait for that epiphany if you haven't already had it. Again, it's a long road. You got the 10 of Wands, which is usually very independent energy of having to kind of walk a path, by yourself. Again, I get this feeling of maybe feeling a little bit misunderstood, but it's an independent energy, and it's carrying your own burdens, going your own way, walking down a long, difficult path on your own. But again, it does feel like it's straightforward. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is all about learning while you work. This is the apprenticeship card. This is all about, for some reason, tattoo apprenticeships always pop into my head. So maybe some of you guys want to be tattoo artists, but This is all about just learning as you go. So this would be, again, going in a new direction, learning skills while you're working, maybe doing an internship or some sort of apprenticeship somewhere, maybe taking like online classes or something along those lines. But this is definitely something that you're going to be passionate about and that you're going to want to learn about. You're going to want to take that leap of faith, even though it might be scary. Now, the Six of Wands, your final tarot card here, this is victory. I always call it victory at the end of the hero's journey. So hello, that's what this reading's about. So yeah, you definitely have the ability to make your dreams a reality. And again, it is going to be a long, difficult road, but not in the sense of, oh, it's going to be winding and you're going to have to make so many different choices and you're going to fail so many times. It seems for you guys that it's mostly a pretty linear path. It's just the real difficulty, again, is just having the perseverance to keep going and that initial leap of faith decision that you have to make at the beginning. So let's check out your oracle cards. All right, we've got journey. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Okay, so the help in unexpected places, it could be that you have helpful people along your path, but also I love, love, love that message of focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go, because that's something that I have to use on myself a lot, is when I start to feel like I'm stuck and like my career is not where I wish it was. I have to say, okay, look at where you were 6 months ago. Look at where you were a year ago. Look at where you were 2 years ago. And then you realize very quickly, like, oh, okay, I have progressed a lot. So I think that's going to be very helpful for you guys throughout your journey. And also it serves as a check and balance, kind of checks and balance. Because if you look back 6 months or a year and you're like, yeah, I'm not that much farther along, then that can kind of be the motivation to kick yourself in the pants and start moving forward again. But then we've got be assertive. So again, there are some minor similarities between group 1 and group 2, which seems it happens to my readings a lot. But anyways, this was something that was in group 1 as well, is you guys might be misunderstood, again, because this is all your intuition. Other people can't understand our intuition. Sometimes you get lucky and you have that friend or that parent that does get it, but a lot of times there might be nobody that fully understands your intuition, and that's okay, because that's in you. It's understandable that they might not, understand. So I think there's going to be one or maybe multiple important people in your life that just maybe think you're a little crazy. Maybe they're a little worried for you. They think that this is a long shot. It's not going to pan out. But you've got to be assertive with, hey, this is my dream. This is what my intuition is telling me. I'm going to work hard. Hello, 10 of Wands. I've got a journey ahead of me, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to work. I'm going to get to that victory at the end. Believe me. So I feel like that's where that be assertive is coming in. Then we've got Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Yeah, that's that Ace of Swords energy. Again, I think most of you guys have probably already had your epiphany or your moment of clarity. If not, then it's probably coming in the near future. But that's that Owl Spirit. You can see clearly now because you've had that epiphany. You've had that moment of clarity. You understand that this is your dream and this is the way to go to get it. And it's going to be a long journey, and you might, have some people worrying about you, but this is your life, and you got to do what you want to do, because boom, self-care, which this card always makes me think of Rapunzel. I think she looks so much like Rapunzel. So first of all, self-care. This is self-love, self-care, doing what makes you happy, what you want to do for your dreams. But it's also giving me the Rapunzel vibes of getting out of your tower, being adventurous, going on your journey. That fool, he's walking by himself. Little Danky over here is walking his own journey by himself. Like, that's the energy we need you in, that Rapunzel type of energy. But anyways, let's get you guys a Sailor Moon card, and then we'll do your handwritten messages. Oh, geez. Okay. Bonus, you've got 2. Let's see what we've... Oh, wow. Okay. You've got Justice and the Star. Oh my God. Well, both of these to me represent divine timing. So the Star, blessings, miracles, dreams come true. It's a message of hope to follow your dreams, to take that leap of faith. It's the light at the end of a long, dark tunnel. The Star is my favorite energy. It's beautiful. It's everything. And then Justice is divine timing based on our free will, based on our karma, based on our choices. So essentially for you, Justice is like divine forward motion. This is your dreams coming true right here with these energies, except for you have to do 2 very important things. You got to believe, you got to have that hope, and you got to make the right choices. And for you, that's that Fool energy, taking the leap of faith when the time is right. You'll know. There's some very intuitive energies going on here with the Star and the Fool energy. So you'll know when the time is right, and when the time is right, you got to make sure you go down your path. It's going to be an independent journey, I think, largely. There might be some helpful people along the way, but especially to get started, it's going to be very independent, and you're going to have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. So how will your dreams come true? Let's find out. This one. Okay, you guys. Okay, because of helpful people who you come across on your path as if by chance. So yeah, that goes along with that journey card of, again, I think people will help you, but you have to initially help yourself. The beginning of your journey is all you, and you have to make that decision, and you have to push forward. You're going to have a lot of the time where you're really having to be really independent, but when the time is right, that divine timing, there will be someone or maybe multiple people that come across your path at that right moment, right place, right time that really help your dreams move forward. So when will your dreams come true? Okay. Oh my God. Within a year of you getting out of your comfort zone and no longer procrastinating / holding yourself back. Yeah, that's the Fool energy. Like I said, the Fool is all about getting out of your comfort zone. And I do think a lot of you, like I said, have had that moment of clarity, that epiphany, but the fear of leaving the comfort zone and of essentially change, I think, might be holding some of you guys back a little bit. You might be procrastinating a little bit. Also, if you're watching this when I'm posting, it could be the state of the world, perhaps. It's also kind of holding you back from being able to get out of your comfort zone. But no matter what it is, you're going to, within a year of forcing yourself out of your comfort zone, big things will happen towards making your dreams a reality. So now we've got your motivational quote from My Hero Academia. So what quote is going to be motivational for you guys? All right. All right. Oh, I love this one. Okay, maybe I failed this time, but I'm not giving up. I'll show them. Oh, sorry. I'll show them I've got what it takes to make it to the hero course, and I'll become a greater hero than all of you. All right, Shinso. I love this one. Again, it kind of has this feeling of like your quote unquote like failure is whatever you were doing that you strayed away from. So again, you go to college, you get a major, and then all of a sudden, nope, I don't want to work in that field at all. Or you've been working in a field for 10, 15 years, and then you're like, crap, I want to do something totally different. I wasted my time in college. I wasted this, I wasted that. No, it's all a learning experience. So try not to think of those things as failures, but essentially I think it's saying that, yeah, that wasn't it for me, and now I got to go down this whole new path, but I'm not going to give up. 10 of Wands is totally a I'm not giving up energy. I'm going to get to that 6 of Wands. I'm going to get to that victory, and I'm going to have an amazing dream come true. So what's your quirk, you guys? So let's find out what your quirk is and what that means for you. Okay. You guys got, all right. You guys got one for all, sorry, in frame. We got selfless, helpful, strong-willed, driven, and underdog. Yeah, I mean the underdog for sure, because again, this is going to be a whole new path. You're going to be kind of behind the curve. You're going to be learning as you go. So I think you are going to be kind of an underdog. You've got this kind of divine magic behind you. Strong-willed, driven, that 10 of Wands energy. And then helpful, I think the people that are going to come in to help you, you're also going to help them because you're helpful, you're selfless, and you're very deserving of your dreams becoming a reality. So, Anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're new and not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, time for our final group, Group 3, my favorite, Shinso. All right, Group 3, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is your hero's journey to making your dreams a reality. First thing I have to say, though, is I think it's very interesting that we got like all the brooding boys in like one group. We've got our boy Shinso, we've got Todoroki, we've got Tokoyami. I guess you could kind of say Chisaki is a little like brooding, but anyway, just thought that was interesting. But let's get into it. Let's see what we've got going on. Well, first of all, you've got 3 major arcana. That's pretty big right in the middle. That's all fated energy, kind of life-changing energy. Well, you've definitely got a slow and steady wins the race kind of vibe going on here, because we do have that Knight of Pentacles, and that's the first thing that I'm really, really drawn to. The Knight of Pentacles is, earth energy, so very practical. This is all about, again, slow and steady wins the race, getting your ducks in a row, making sure that you have a plan, that you're sticking to schedules, those kind of like earthy, practical things. So, and again, it's very much not rushing into anything. It's allowing things to kind of build over time, to take time. This isn't like, oh my God, I have this great idea. Let's force myself to do it right now and make it a reality in the next 2 weeks. Like, this is a very much slow and steady wins the race. Like, do a little bit of work every day and just be patient and head in the right direction. That's kind of the vibe of the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the thing with the Knight of Pentacles is he is always successful. Out of all of the knights, this is the knight that is and will always be successful, because of his practicality, because of his responsibility. And again, that not rushing into anything, just allowing things to happen over time. So we've also got strength, which kind of has a bit of a similar vibe. Strength is Leo energy. I love Leo energy, but this is perseverance in the face of adversity. Sorry. Perseverance in the face of adversity and pushing forward. This is inner strength, emotional strength. This is being able to persevere even when things are taking a while, even when the going gets tough, essentially. Because I think for you guys, your kind of, quote unquote, like enemy that you may have, your dark shadow, if you will, is this 5 of Cups energy. And this to me is just, you might deal with a little bit of pessimism when it comes to making your dreams a reality, because again, this is just such a long journey. Honestly, all 3 groups got messages of long journeys, but for you, I just feel like it's a long journey that will definitely be worth it in the end. But I do think that something that you struggle with is this 5 of Cups energy, which, like I said, that's kind of like, it can be a little bit of pessimism, depression. It can be kind of like a crying over spilt milk card of like, typically in most tarot cards, 3 of the cups have spilled and the person is like grieving over the 3 that have spilled, but there's still 2 standing behind them, but they aren't paying attention. They're too focused on the 3 that spilled, the things that didn't work out, the perceived failures that they've gone through. So I do think that you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys might be water signs, a lot of you guys might be Scorpio, but this just feels like kind of that depressive kind of energy where you get in those like funks, I feel like for a while you're like trucking along, you're like, hell yeah, I got this. Also, death is Scorpio, so yeah, a lot of you guys could be Scorpio. Chariot's Cancer, some more water energy. But anyway, yeah, I feel like you're like, yeah, I'm trucking along, I'm doing this, hell yeah, I'm getting somewhere. And then like you keep thinking like, this is going to be the moment, this is going to be the month or the day or the season or whatever. And then it's like, nope, like nothing's happened yet. And you get a little bit frustrated. You get in that 5 of Cups. What have I done wrong? Why didn't this work out? Why wasn't this it? Really, for you guys, the message is really just to keep pushing forward and to try to let go of that way of thinking, because the Chariot is all about moving forward. The Chariot is about optimism. It's a crossroads. The Chariot is all about being at a crossroads in your life and needing to, honestly, for you guys, I think it's changing your way of thinking, and accepting, letting go of control where you need to let go of control, in a sense, because there are things that we can control, of course. The work that you do, the schedules, sticking to them, you know, being proactive, not procrastinating, doing your work, doing your research, etc., etc. Those are the things that you can do. But the things that you need to let go of are the kind of controlling thoughts of like, oh my God, I thought I'd be there by now. Why can't I have it by this date? Or, you know, I want to, by this age, I want to be at this stage in my career, and blah, 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 blah. That's the stuff that I think you guys need to kind of work through and let go of, because you will make your dreams a reality. But the way to really make that happen is to balance this energy, which this I feel like you guys are already doing, and this is great. But the thing that I think you need to work on more is this chariot, which is what the death is going to be talking about. I'll get there in a second. But again, the chariot crossroads. And that crossroads is you can choose to be positive and optimistic and let go of some control and just keep pushing forward and allow things to unfold. Or you can keep going down the path you've been going down, which is not totally working for you on the emotional side. Physically, yeah, great, but the emotional side, not so much. And that's where death comes in. Because death is a natural ending. Death is endings and beginnings, closing chapters. Again, it's Scorpio energy. It's transformation. It's change. It's growth. It's uncomfortable. Nobody likes it. Having to choose this new direction to be more open, be more optimistic, believe in your dreams more, and leave some of that control up to the universe so that you can truly co-create with the universe. That's uncomfortable for you. I think you guys... You're probably like me. Hi, I'm a double Scorpio. I am a total control freak, type A personality, perfectionist. Like, what's up? I feel like you guys are probably kind of like me, and I think that you overthink things to death and you try to control, oh, I need to have this happen by this date, or this has to be the next thing that happens so that that other thing can happen. And I just feel like there's like too much control in your mind, too much of that. And so that's why I think you guys need to kind of close out that chapter in order to be able to move forward towards your dreams. Let's check out your oracles. All right, we've got prosperity. Focus on the positive. Yeah, okay. Wow. Okay, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. So, number one, you will get to this place of prosperity. You will get to that place of your dreams coming true. But like it says, it starts in the mind. And that's literally, I can't. It's like dawning on me the more I'm like talking. But this is like exactly what I was just saying. So, focusing on the positive, more good things will come. And then you'll be able to release more control. And then more good things will come. So this is just about being more positive, being a little bit pessimistic, and letting go of, like I said, these perceived failures or the things you've done wrong in the past. You can't change the past. You can only learn from it. All right. Then we've got romance. So for some of you, this could signify that maybe your career and love life will be intertwined. That's a definite possibility. But more than anything, I really think that, and for some of you too, your big dream could be romance. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. For some of you, that might be what this journey is towards finding your true love. But also, if this is more of like a career or like some other type of dream outside of love, then I think the romance is really just saying you're really going to fall in love with what you do, with your dream. So, beautiful. Okay. Then we've got lizard spirit, dream the world into being. And finally, we've got boldness, which is chariot energy, which we already have. So we've got double chariot energy. So there's a lot of messages here of you needing to be a little bit more optimistic, heading in a different direction, I think, for you guys emotionally more than anything. I think physically, I think you're headed in the right direction, but emotionally, I think there's a little bit of tweaking that we need to do here. Dream the world into being, kind of similar to that prosperity card where it's like it begins in the mind, it begins in your dreams. We've got to let go of some of the control. We've got to be a little bit more optimistic, a little bit more positive. And then we've got this boldness card here too, which again, chariot energy, but also this could be being bold, really getting to that place where you believe in yourself and you don't give a crap. Maybe there is some certain step that you need to take that you've been holding back. For some of you, I feel like the boldness has more to do with romance. If there is something to do with love here for some of you, maybe there's somebody that you want to make a move on, or you want to take something to the next level and you've been too afraid to say something. You might have to get to that point where you're ready and then be bold and make a move on that, that situation, that person. But again, if this doesn't have to do with love, this is just talking about, again, just believing in yourself, letting go of that Five of Cups energy and moving forward with optimism and with purpose. But let's get you guys a Sailor Moon card, and then we'll do your handwritten messages. right, group 3. Is that, I don't know why I felt like that was more than one. I don't think it is though. Nope, just one. Okay, so you guys got the Emperor. Well, the Emperor is a very bold energy. The energy is very much like a take charge, kind of guy. This is, Aries energy. This is passion. This is power. This is like, hell yeah. It's boldness. This is like, hell yeah, this is my dream. I'm going to go after it. I believe in myself. I'm almost feeling like Judgment energy for you guys, which Death and Judgment are both Scorpio energy, so not totally out of the realm of possibility. But yeah, I'm feeling that kind of like you're heading for a rebirth. I feel like you guys are heading for that place where you're kind of remotivated. You're reconfident. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? Finding your confidence again, finding your boldness again to really put yourself out there and be ambitious and move forward in really big ways. But again, for you guys, it's all going to start in your mind. It's all going to start with your emotions. Let's find out how your dreams will come true. Okay, you guys. Friggin' nails, man. There we go. How will your dream come true? Through hard work, perseverance, and passing many tests, you have a long hero's journey ahead of you. I feel like all 3 groups could have gotten that one because I honestly feel like that describes all 3 groups. But yeah, definitely. You've got a hard work, perseverance. I mean, hello, you got the strength card. That is perseverance. Perseverance, hard work, passing tests. Yeah, honestly. But for most of you guys, I don't feel like you have that many tests left. I kind of almost feel like this is kind of the last big one for a lot of you guys, is learning to let go of some control and learning to be, more optimistic. Now, when will your dreams come true? That's the one. Okay, we've got... Oh my God, okay. You've got a long road ahead of you, at least a year or 2 of hard work. However, it will be worth it. Okay, so you guys got lots of messages. Like I said, all 3 groups got messages of these being, long roads ahead of you guys, or that you've already been on for a while. So again, just another message that this is going to require hard work, patience, perseverance. Again, slow and steady wins the race. Now, the year or 2, I think this is going to vary because I do feel like for some of you guys, you're honestly really close. I would say more like within the next 6 months to a year for a lot of you guys. It just depends on how long you've been on this journey already. If you are just starting, then yeah, you've probably got a year or 2 of hard work ahead of you. If you've already been doing this for a while, then it's probably going to be less than that. But again, if you're just starting, this is definitely a slow and steady wins the race, long road ahead of you. Now, your motivational quote from My Hero Academia. I'm going with this one, which is, all right, whether you win or lose, looking back and learning from your experience is a part of life. That's literally the 5 of Cups. Okay, whether you win or lose, looking back and learning from your experience is a part of life. So that's that 5 of Cups. Okay, so again, remember the 5 of Cups is looking back at the past with regret. And, oh my God, I could have done that differently. Or, oh my God, I totally failed this, da-da-da-da-da. No. Look at it as a learning experience. It's all part of life. It's all a part of your journey. It's all part of what gets you to that finish line. So try to find appreciation in the moments from your past where you maybe feel like, man, I screwed up, or man, I could have done this sooner, or, whatever it may be. It's all part of your journey. It's all part of life and learning. Anyway, final one. Let's find out what your quirk is and what that means for you. All right, it's going to be this one. Yay! Okay, everybody got different quirks. Exciting. Okay, so we've got Bakugos, explosions. We've got passionate, one-track mind, driven, ambitious, and a hard worker. Yeah, well, we've got definitely the passionate energy of the Emperor, of that Aries energy. We've got the driven ambitiousness of, I would say, both Leo and Scorpio. We've got hard worker, one-track mind. I think you know exactly what your dream is, and you're gonna freaking get there. Like, I think that you're so focused on your dream, and I think that's why sometimes you can kind of slip into that Five of Cups energy. So there may be a need to find some balance in your life as well. Focus on your relationships, focus on, you know, other like hobbies or other areas of your life that maybe are taking a back seat because you're so focused and driven on making your dreams a reality. So a need for some balance might be something for some of you guys as well, and that might help you let go of some of this kind of emotional baggage and controlling thoughts. But anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Alright, you guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it, especially since I haven't posted in a while. Hopefully it wasn't a letdown. But anyways, I just appreciate you guys so much. If you're new or not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing so that you can see more of my content. Hit that little bell notification, blah blah, you know the drill. But anyways, thanks for being here, thanks for watching. I hope you guys loved it, and hopefully I'll see you in my